mostly just take care of it. But if you must, call lone WD. You see a group of 2 to 10 WDs, that's a small group. A group of 11 to, say, 25, 30, it's a medium group. 31 to 50 is a large group, and anything bigger than that is a horde. Alright? Any questions on that? So make sure when you're calling out, you call out small group north. Always give a bearing and roughly what you're looking at and how much you're looking at. Alright. Make sure you have a battle buddy. This can be dynamic, but main bottom line is never be alone. If you're by yourself, you're in the wrong spot. You need to have somebody with you at all times. If you or your buddy gets called away to do something, whoever's left alone needs to find a battle buddy. Say, hey, I'm alone. Can I ride with you guys? Or hey, I'm alone. I need a new battle buddy.
Okay.
Something like that. Communicate. Alright, north is the top right of your screen, west is the top left, south is the bottom left, and east is the bottom right. So, everyone, if I ask you to look northwest, where are you looking? You with me, Kroggle? Copy that. Alright, everybody, let's look southwest. If you're not looking straight left, you're looking in the wrong direction. Straight left, guys. Alright, northeast. My God. Yep, straight right, guys. I turned south just to confuse some of you, and some of you turn south. Let's make sure we've got these on lock. Alright? I've been hearing, if you call out the wrong direction, you are directly sabotaging your team. You are directly adding to the danger that the ninth has to go through every time we step outside of the wire. Are we, do we understand that?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Your callouts need to be typed. Alright. Let's go over formations and why we do them, where we do them. Alright. Team 1 from forward to, real quick, forward. Gotcha. Alright, so 4 to Marco, you are team 1. Presley to Bits, you are team 2. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into a staggered column facing south.
Alright, stagger on me.
Yep.
Team 2.
Okay.
Presley, move back a little bit, and Tran, go behind Grover.
Staggered, guys.
Good.
The one with the gaps.
Alright, everybody hold where you are. Everybody hold where you are. So the point of a staggered column is that you are staggered from the person to the side of you. Could be in the other team. And you're staggered from the person in front and behind you. If I have a 50 BMG and I'm sitting at the end of the road all the way down south and I see you coming up in a nice, neat column for me, chances are there's going to be collateral fire. So let's make sure we are minimizing the risk of danger. Let's make them spend more bullets to hurt us. All right. Now, typically we'd use a staggered column. So actually, Ford, you would be standing probably about here. Whoa, where the hell did you come from? Silvers, have you been here the entire time? Oh my god. Okay. Yep. Alright, Silvers, you are on Team 1. Cool. Alright, so the scenarios that we use a staggered column is if we're going down a narrow area, so say a road flanked by trees, or a road flanked by buildings. It just allows everybody to cover their sector. You know, front covers the front, sides cover the sides, back covers the back, and minimizes risk of collateral injury. And if you are attacked, you can easily fall into 2 lines facing each side. Boom, facing west. So team 2 collapse into a line facing west, and team did I say team 2 already? Team 1 collapse into a line facing west, and then team 2 collapse into a line facing east. Just real quick. Yep, perfect. Alright. Now, if we're going through an open field, or a wider range, and we need more visibility, and also minimizing the risk of collateral damage, we hit a wedge formation. So let's go ahead, each team form a wedge.
I'll be point.
Form a wedge on me, over here, team 1.
We'll go heavy left wedge.
Nope,
Try and
this should
move
be more like an
east.
arrowhead.
Yep,
That's a little better.
team 1's got it, team 2's got it.
There we go.
So, again, you're going through an open field, need visibility, and say if you're expecting contact from the south, right, your team lead, your point, they can shift persons over to stagger the sides out. So if we're expecting contact from the south, Marco would say, Milton, go ahead and bump over to the left side. Perfect. Alright. Any questions with the formation so far? Alright. Let's go ahead. Everybody get into a line, firing line facing south on me.
No, Presley, get in the middle. Get on the other side of me. To the
One
west.
more thing. About formations and everything. Do we have any marksmen here?
Don't think so, sir.
Negative.
Alright, the job of the marksman is to, out of character, be zoomed all the way out and looking all the way at the edge of their screen to scan for elevated OP4. If you have a marksman in your team and they're doing that job, say you're moving through a forest, they're not going to be looking at their character, so let's help guide them where they're going. So say if Marco was the marksman and Marco was scanning for contacts out in the distance, I'd say, hey Marco, we're moving north, or Marco, move east a bit, to keep them information. We good on that?
Good on that?
Yep.
Alright. So the line formation is our most common formation. It's a bread and butter when dealing with a frontal contact.
Someone had a question, sir. Not sure who it
Got a
was.
question. Who's got a question?
I don't know, sir. Someone said I've got a question, but I guess not.
Alright. Alright, anyways, firing line. Say we are coming into contact, we've got a horde south. But then we are facing contact from the west as well. What's going to happen is your teammates are going to call that out, like, hey, we've got a horde coming west. And then your team 1 lead's going to say shift to L formation. So they'll say team 1 shift into an L, and then you guys will collapse like a door hinge on team 2. Protect their flank. Don't walk in front of your teammates that are firing bullets out of the front of their rifles.
At least say
All
you're
right.
grossing.
Okay. So WDs are still coming from the west. Now they're coming from the east. What are we doing?
Team
Team
2
on
shift
hold.
east. Sorry, Team 1 shift east.
No. Negative.
Or,
Team 2 shift east. They're still
Yeah.
coming from the west.
Team 2 shift east.
You had it right. Team 2 shift east. Remember, make sure you're coming up on the line with your team. Perfect. Alright. The horde from the west has subsided. They're still coming from the east. Now there's a horde coming from the north. What are we doing?
Team 1 shift north.
Okay. East is good. They're still coming from the north. Now they're coming from the south. What are we doing?
Team 2 shift south.
Good. Any questions on that? Alright. Everybody get back on a firing line facing south. Whoever's stop that.
Silvers move
all right.
more west. Go with your team.
The medics should not be on the sides of the firing line. MGs should also be in the middle of the firing line, because your MGs should be crouched, at least, and they can't be turning as fast as someone with a rifle can. So you just want them crouched and pointed straight at the brunt of the enemy, and rifles handle the sides. Alright. So, in this case, you will also adopt a melee firing line at times when you need to maintain stealth or when you need to maintain ammo on a long-term trip. It's not so common, but it is used, so you'll need to know what to do when this happens. So when you are fighting WDs, do not come forward and meet them too far. A step forward is fine, but do not leave the flanks of your teammates. Why? Because WDs are fickle. The way they target people is random, especially when they get around so many people and so many different sources of noise and sight. So say there's 2 WDs, one coming for Marco and one coming for Silvers, right? Marco could be about to swing, ready. They're both come at the same time. And then Mako, or Silvers is getting ready to swing. All of a sudden switches targets and then goes for Tran. Right? Silvers, Tran might already be fighting a WD, let's say she is. Silvers, what they'll have to do is either attack from this side or push from this side. Make sure you're always facing the same direction as your teammate. Because if you come around, right, like you would, and say, push the WD, you risk pushing them right on top of your teammate. Okay, so make sure you're on the same side, fighting exactly like that. Again, WDs can change targets at any time, so if you see your buddy, make sure you've got their back, he's got your back, don't leave the line. When you've got 2 WDs coming at you, it's best to take one swing and then get ready to push, because the time it takes to cock back the next swing is not going to be fast enough. They might be too close. So get ready to push. Just be careful that when you push, and if you spam pushing, They're gonna get in between those the time that it takes for you to get those arms up again and get you. So make sure you're controlling your pushes and not spamming it. All right. Any questions on the melee line? Got it. All right. Say we're in a firing line facing south. There's a huge horde of WDs coming. You guys are about red to black on ammo, and you need to get out. And they're coming at you. You don't see an end to the horde, so you don't know how long your ammo will last you. So it's time to bound. Whoever notices that it's time to bound will say, all right, team, whatever, let's bound. They will run back about 20 meters. Sorry, 20 yards. And then set up. They will all yell out set. And that will let the other team know to bound back 20 yards behind that team while the other team is covering them. All right? So let's go ahead and see it.
All right, team 1 bound. Set.
Team two
Set.
down.
All right. So hold. So silvers, when you bound back, go straight back. Don't go behind your other team. All right?
Set.
Team 1 bound.
We shouldn't be running around each other. Team 1, you
Set.
guys went too early.
Team 1 down. Team 2 down. Set.
All right,
Pounding.
hold. So right now, all I'm hearing is just the lead saying set. Do you guys really think you're going to be able to hear that when all of you are firing guns?
Nope.
Let's get
Most
some
likely
redundancy
not.
here. Redundancy, redundancy, redundancy. So when you guys are set, I want to hear everybody go set. All right?
Got it.
Let's face the other way and then bound back to the kill house.
You want us to line up with Team 2? Or Team 1?
Yep, sure. Go ahead. Each
Alright, team 1
team
bound.
Maneuver and come back to a firing line.
Set.
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 Team 2 bound.
Set.
Bounding. Set. Set.
Set.
Bound.
Press the trigger.
Set.
Set.
Straight back. Bounding.
Alright, we're good.
Set.
Set.
Let's get in a firing line facing me, east. Any questions on that?
No.
Alright. The other scenario that you'd use is rolling. That's in case you're facing probably not as big of a horde, but it's got a lot of sprinters to it, so it's got people that won't be able to hold out against that, so you guys will just roll back and shoot. Roll back and shoot. Pretty simple. Any questions on that?
No.
Yep. If they say we're rolling back north, that's what that means. Correct.
I will say you should probably keep an eye on your team though, because sometimes when there's massive hordes, comms break down a bit, and if you start to notice the people around you are rolling, you should mimic their actions to not get left behind.
Yep. That plays into situational awareness, guys. Always know what team you're in. your proximity to them. Tunnel vision. That is the #1 way to get killed out there. The #1 way. Don't rely on just your ears or just your eyes. Use all your senses. Alright. Let's go ahead. Let's get into breaching. Team 1, stack up. Actually, yeah. Alright. So what's going to happen here is you'll have the breacher on one side and everybody else on the other. What the breacher is going to do is they're going to check for alarms. They're going to check if it's locked. They'll let them know. They're going to pry the door open, lockpick the door, move out of the way, and then everybody's moving in. Point man chooses a direction, or they call out a direction, moving left. Next man goes in, opposite direction. Hug that wall and then gain depth into the room. Don't hug it too hard though. Maybe about 1 body length away. You don't know how to check for alarms, make sure to read the alarms magazine in the library. When you breach in, the breacher is going to be the last one in. They're going to close the door. And everybody's going to be looking at all the egress points. Good. Any questions, Team 1?
No,
Why
sir.
do we have the breacher the last person in? It's because if they're prying open a door, they're going to be stuck in the animation between pulling out their weapon and stowing away the crowbar. So you'll just be stuck there in the doorway, free for anybody to shoot. So you move out of the way and let the point man come on through. We good?
Understood.
Good.
Alright. Team 1, go ahead, breach the next room. Team 2, stack up.
Okay,
Alright.
I'll just be a regular rifleman because I would
Checking
be
for
in this
alarms.
situation.
Yeah,
You have
it
two
would be
medics
Gruber.
and you-
No
So
alarms,
Gruber,
checking for locks.
Yeah, Gruber.
breach.
Unlocked. Opening
Personally,
in
you'll be
3,
first
2,
breach because
1.
medics usually don't breach first.
The one left.
Don't stand in front of the door. The
Go
door.
ahead.
Not a silent breach.
Don't stand in breach.
Try and watch south. I got east.
Checking for alarm. No alarm. Checking for lock. No lock. Opening.
Go.
I'm with you.
Alright. So, when you are breaching a
Alright, this
room,
one.
you need to... You choose a direction, you hug against the wall. If you walk straight in, if both of those doors were open and there's 2 off 4 on either side, you're getting blasted. You need to move in, choose a direction, and gain depth while covering any egress points, responding to any threats at all. See you guys breach the next room. Remember, when you are breaching an area, an Op 4 will always have the advantage.
Don't
over
breach
you.
in any further, guys.
Firstly, get on this wall. And then call out which direction you're going to go.
Just
when
hold
you
in
go.
here.
Ready?
Yes.
On you, Gruber.
Checking for alarm. No alarm. Checking for lock. No lock. Breaching. The door is open.
Going east.
Alright, so you two that first came in, Bits, Tran, make sure you're checking.
Yeah,
There's a
I looked
window
there.
here, right?
Yeah.
You guys just move straight in to check this corner, putting your backs to the window. Make sure we're aware of our surroundings. Alright. Team 2, any questions?
Negative.
Alright, you guys get in here, let's go over silent breach. Alright, there are scenarios where you are going to breach a building and you don't want the Op 4 to know you're there, at least until you start killing them. So, what you're going to do is you will be in your combat stance with your weapon pointed, the breacher will, in this combat stance, they will melee twice at the target door, and then when you are ready, you will, and you're stacked up on the door, ready to go, you will melee once in response to let the breacher know. Don't melee and then get into spot. Meleeing means that when you open that door, I am ready to flood. Alright? So let's go ahead and see it. On you, Milton.
Guys, we should do it. We should do it one
It's
team at a
completely
time.
silent, guys. That you shouldn't. It's you. Everyone signaled they're ready, which means it's your turn. All right. When you breach an area, look in the direction that you're moving. Yeah, I don't know what much more else to say than that. Look in the direction that you're moving. Don't back up, put your back to the entire building while looking at something. You got to trust that your teammates are going to do your job, and you got to do your job. If they see you moving right, they're going to assume you're looking right. So if you've got two guys that move in and they're both looking left, you're fucked. Let's do that one more time. Come back in. You are doing this to show that you are ready to breach. Yes? And then once the breacher sees that you are ready to breach, they are going to breach. So they won't open the door until everybody in the stack has given the heads up that they are ready to go. Once that they've gotten the signal that they're ready to go, they're going to open the door. No alarm, nothing. Just that's because you've already signaled you're ready to go. You got it?
Yep.
Alright, let's go. Alright, hold. Now, you guys come back. Silvers and forward. No, just hold here at the end of the hallway. Next guy, next team, let's go ahead and see you guys silent breach. Hold. The breacher is the one opening the door. Are we... One more time.
Is 10 up here? 10's on the other side. 10.
There, it's the thing where you're too close to the wall.
Okay, anyways.
Guys, the breacher is the one opening the door. One more time.
I think there's a little like miscommunication.
Yeah, so maybe it's because you might be too close. So when you guys ready up, so the breacher's going to 1, 2. This is the door we're choosing, right? So they're gonna do 1, 2. I'm the breacher. This is the door we're choosing. That's what that means. And then you guys are going to stack up and then go, boom. Okay, breacher, I'm ready to go. Breacher, when he sees that you do this, They're going to open the door, and then you're going to move in. Completely silent.
Breacher opens door, everyone follows, then Breacher goes, right?
Correct. Breacher opens the door, everybody else focus on flooding it as fast as possible, getting more guns on the enemy than the enemy has on us. That's our
Okay.
only advantage, is numbers. We need to put more guns on me than they have on us. So, speed and violence of action is key here. So, let's go.
Understood.
Alright. Now, once you're inside a building, you will come across what are known as LDAs, linear danger areas. And we've got a couple different tactics of dealing with that. So, when you're breaching, let's say Silvers and Ford, you guys just walked right past without a care in the world. There could be an Op 4 or 2 or 3 all the way at the end of this hallway, and they would have just taken you out, just like that. So you need to be cognizant of where you could possibly receive fire from, where the Op 4 could be hiding. So we've got 2 different strategies for initial contact with Op 4. The first being running the rabbit, and the second being pushing the threat. Now note I said initial contact. That means that the end result will always be the same. And the end result is flooding. Okay? We always want to flood at the end of it. So, running the rabbit. First guy to sprint across way faster than what I did. Create a moving target for the Op 4 to hopefully miss and get distracted. And when the first guy moves across, the second guy's going to pop around the corner, bam. If you got another guy, another guy's going to come around the corner, bam. Now, when this guy's running across and he sees that there's just one Op 4, it could be like, okay, I'm just going to cover down this rest of the hallway. If he runs past and he sees there's 2, 3 Op 4, then he might want to elect to say, hey, I want to support my team, I'm going to come back around the corner and blast. Because hopefully you've got a team that doesn't need to be told where to look, and you've already got a guy covering down this hallway. Any questions on running the rabbit?
Is this communicated, or is it just the first person just is assumed to do that?
No, it will definitely be communicated.
Got it.
They'll say, whoever the lead is or whoever's running it, they'll say either, hey, run the rabbit, or hey, I'm running the rabbit. And whoever's running the rabbit, that's the person that's running.
Right.
Yeah, because once we hit initial contact and gunshots are firing out, stealth is out the door. So no point in trying to be stealthy about these kind of movements, because our presence is already known. So let's go see it. Team 1, run the rabbit.
Alright, running the rabbit.
Alright, not bad, but just remember, you guys, your teammates' lives are depending on you. Don't walk into place, alright? You are jogging into place. Show some urgency, you know, your bullet could be the one that saves your friend's life, alright? See, one more time.
Alright, let's get back. Running the rabbit.
Much better. Perfect. Alright, you guys move out of the way. Team 2.
Over here.
Alright, run the rabbit.
Perfect. Now, I'm sure you guys just did it for the purpose of the training, but obviously the medics wouldn't
Yeah.
be the rabbit
I
in
would
this
never
case.
do that.
But yes, that was perfect, guys. Nice job. All right, everybody come back. Let's go over pushing the threat. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Go, 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 go. All right, pushing the threat is the opposite. You're going to bump out 1, and then next guy's going to bump out 2, and so on, so forth. First guy's probably going to crouch. First guy's probably going to crouch to allow third guy to just go ahead and shoot over him. You know, it's up to you. It looks cool, too. So let's go ahead, team 1, push the threat.
Pushing.
Yep. A little more urgency, but that's the idea. You guys move off, team 2.
All right, pushing the threat.
All right, good. All right, you guys come back. When do we run one versus the other? It's completely up to you. However, say there's an obstacle here in the middle, maybe about 2 tiles deep, or it's a corner. When you are running the rabbit and you are limited by the space that you have, you are not really creating a moving target. You're just creating an easy target. So in that case, where you have obstacles in the way, where the distance is limited, you push the threat. If you've got a more open area to move between cover to cover, and not too open of an area, but like this hallway here, where you could still use surprise and speed to your advantage, go ahead, take running the rabbit. All right, any questions on either of those initial contact strategies for LDAs?
Negative.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead. Let's go outside and kill house. All right, school circle in front of me or a line, whatever. In front of me. All right. So, when dealing with Op 4, make sure you're practicing a couple different things, covering concealment. More info can be found about that in the PvP rules on the Discord. If you have any questions about that, please ask. So please make sure you review those because they're very important. Make sure you respect them because you definitely don't want us to not respect them. So let's make sure that we understand what cover and concealment do and how they differ. All right? Does anybody have any questions on that? Cool. Suppression. So our bread and butter for dealing with Op 4 is the 4 Fs. That is find, fix, flank, and finish. So first F, find. You're going to find where the contact is coming from. Not all your Op 4 are going to be using tracers. So let's use our best judgment here. Fix, you're going to fix the Op 4 in place with MG fire. So you will yell out suppressing north, suppressing northeast, and you will shoot. Note that your weapons will go through any material regardless of what it is. So when you are suppressing something, make sure you are shooting to the side of it, okay? You don't want to be killing everyone inside before anything's happened and then have people complain that there's nothing to be done. So let's make sure when you're suppressing a target, shoot to the side of it, but Op 4 will not fire back unless they are suicidal or extremely desperate. We good on suppression? That's a very important tactic that we use. So make sure if you've got a question, ask now. We're all good on suppressing.
I do have a question. So what if we're unsure of whether it's, because you know the AI bandits don't respect suppression, so what if we're unsure about what to do in a given situation?
Well, I mean, suppressing in their direction will kill them.
Okay.
I know you know that, considering you took out, what was it, 5 bandits completely blind, suppressing into the forest last contact, right?
Yeah, no.
Or maybe you don't
I was
know it
just
was
meaning
5.
like,
But...
yeah, I was just meaning along the lines of like, because I don't want to do that to like an actual game actor, out of character. You know, it's hard to tell sometimes.
Well, I mean, if we're in the forest, right, there's no cover. And we're not going to be shooting you from inside buildings, so it's not that important.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Got it. Yeah, it does.
All right, so fixing, that is suppression. Make sure you fix your opponent flank while the suppressing team is suppressing. You'll send a team around to flank the enemy and 4, finish them. All right, any questions on that? When you guys hear helicopters, let's make sure we're hiding. All right, let's not assume that a helicopter is friendly. And let's not assume a helicopter is not looking for us. So, when you need to hide, buildings are going to be best, trees and bushes are going to be second best. By the time you hear that thing on top of you, if you are not hidden, it is too late. This happened on the, what was it, I believe, Gruber's patrol, where you guys heard the helicopter, and there was a team of guys that was just way too late in hiding. And then about 15 minutes later, you guys got attacked by bandits. And then about 15 minutes after that, you guys got attacked by bandits again. Do you guys see that? What caused what there? So let's make sure they're not sending out any parties like, hey, I think the 9th is out there. We're sending a scouting party. Scouting party made contact, and then they're sending a full party. All right. So these things have progression, and so just make sure we're staying hidden from the 52nd. We don't have any anti-air capabilities, so we can't deal with them right now. And Task Force Keystone is busy. We good on that?
Lieutenant.
Understood.
Okay.
I have a question.
Does anybody else have
Lieutenant.
any questions at all, period, general?
How much
Alright.
time do we have from the helicopter appearing till we have to be in hiding?
Not long.
Copy that.
Alright, let's go ahead and get in a single file column in front of me. Give space between the first guy and the second guy.
One more question, Lieutenant.
Go ahead.
Can they see our vehicles from the helicopter?
They can. So if you're driving and you hear a vehicle, best park it in the forest. However, vehicles are popping up every now and then. Unless there's a huge concentration of them, you'll be okay. But do your best to keep that in mind when you're going
Copy.
down into Muldrow. Alright, you're good? Next. Alright, you're good. Next. Alright, you're good. Next.
Thanks, Eddie.
Alright, you're good.
Thank you, sir.
Next.
Here, I'll be last. I gotta ask him the question after.
Alright, you're good. Next. Alright, you're good. Next.
Thank you.
Can I help you guys? You guys have nothing better to do? It's Thursday, so I guess it's time to be lazy, I guess, huh? Martinez, see me after. Next.
I received points earlier, sir. Just wanted a whiff of the aftershave.
That's called blood. Of the 52nd.
Thank you.
What?
What's your question? Bits? What's your question?
Back from your walk.
What is that,
Just
a support
support.
ticket?
Yeah, it was a RP request change.
Oh, yes.
I don't remember what you said.
I got one over here.
Alright. I see no reason not to approve it as long as you continue those duties.
Yep.
Keep that mind sharp.
I will.
With the proper paperwork filled out and filled in and sent up the chain.
All right, thank you, sir.
Alright. No problem. Martinez. Alright, everybody else go away.
So Martinez is gonna get pushed over again.
Hey, man.
Something to see. Got a problem?
No Martinez. You've always got butter on your fingers.
Mmm.
You're now known as the type of guy to have butterfingers.
No fucking way. No!
Is it-
No, 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 no,
Lieutenant,
no, no.
is it
No, no,
curable?
no, 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 come back, come back. No, no,
Can
no,
you
no, no,
keep
come
doing
back,
this,
come
man,
back.
Lieutenant?
Come back,
You
shake it,
can't
man.
just leave me with Butterfingers.
Take this
No!
right now. No, 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 no.
Save this
No.
man!
No.
Save this man from Butterfingers! No! Martinez! Would you like a bottle of bleach? Somebody grab this man some bleach. He needs it.
so. I kind of missed it. I was doing inventory.
Just missed the train.
All good. Shit happens. I missed last week. Okay, so the fishing stuff, you go by the lake and you see, what do you fish on it? Yeah, go show 'em. It's by the lake anyway. Let's go. There's fishing poles and there's spears too up at that little
Martinez,
hut.
are you good? I didn't do anything to you. You know, just stand
Hold on. You guys go ahead.
I know you.
Oh, what's up?
Where's all the grades for all the bunk inspections? What's going
Put them
on?
on the table.
Oh, it's written on the bulletin board. Flex your Discord muscle. So they've
Oh,
we got a C plus.
Come on, you can't be a Butterfingers if you don't have any fingers left.
I was on the Discord. I didn't see it.
Oh, in our Bravo Discord. Or Bravo bulletin board.
Are you good, Corporal? You seem to be talking nonsense.
Alpha got a C minus.
We need a medic over here. We need a medic in the armory. This man is going insane.
Ruben, CD, you love me too.
We need a medic in the armory now. Like this man is going insane. He needs help. I love all of the medics.
There
Just
you
ignore it
go.
and walk
Leather
away.
cuffs.
Leather cuffs. Corporal, we need a medic in the armory. This man needs some medicine. Some kind. Preferably up the butt.
There you go, boy.
Corporal.
What?
Yeah. Corporal, are you okay, Corporal?
You know what? You know what, Ruby?
What, Corporal?
You're trapped in there with me.
I have a sledgehammer, Corporal. This door is not reinforced.
And nobody is gonna come to your rescue.
Medic! Medic, I need a rescue! This man is illegally touching me in the armory. Ah!
Pushes you against the wall.
Ah! Somebody get me out of here! I'm being abused by Corporal.
What the hell? I got you. I'll save the day. Or touch me, lock.
Oh, you require the lockpick it. Corporal, I got you.
Or touch me, lock it.
That's one way to lockpick.
Oh my goodness. I'm so good at this shit, but oh. I'm good. Alright. Dismiss private.
It's hard to be dismissed when the door is locked.
Lock.
Luckily I got some experience in that.
Whoa.
Ah, okay. That's one way.
It's not like a benefit for everybody.
Yeah, I can see you, but you drink too much already. Such your butt.
No,
Ew, what was that?
That's what I got told now. That from an engineer to the issue has. You know what engineer doesn't have any blood.
Okay. I mean, well, that's great.
What?
What's up? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the lieutenant told him that.
No, I
It was like world shattering.
I have to trade this is Butterfingers.
You have to trade Butterfingers.
Yes!
You gave it to him.
How'd you get that?
He gave it, he was like Martinez.
Oh wow.
You seem to always be having Butterfingers.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's funny as shit that he gave it.
So your key rings are gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
It's fine if you don't have a spare key. You just keep it in my inventory.
Am I fucking blind right now?
It's in that file cabinet.
Oh, Milton Gruber.
Milton
I'm
Gruber.
Like, I'm so.
I just grabbed one.
All right, let's get out of here. Unless you want one of these attachments in here.
You got this ones in there?
I still don't see it. Is it on the out of character? Is it on the Bravo Squad chat page?
What do you mean?
Yeah. Yes.
Why am I not
It's
seeing it?
I'll let me
I'm
see.
like literally scrolling through the whole thing and I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is.
My keyring was in my room.
Oh, so
Do you
you want to bring that
sometimes
other key
have
back?
items missing that you haven't logged in for a day or two? You come back and there's like items missing.
Yeah, I have the entire time. It's really weird. Like my boots disappeared.
So did mine. My jungle boots disappeared and a woodland top or jacket disappeared.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, my jungle boots also disappeared.
You want to give me the extra key back?
Yeah, of course.
So I have enough just in case you lose any.
If I can find where I just put the keyring.
You lose it again.
I hope not.
So you have some stuff missing, like what would you say? Your boots?
Yeah, jungle boots and a woodland pattern jacket already created.
Do you have boots?
Yeah, I have boots, but the jungle ones disappeared.
But you don't have. But so what kind of boots are you wearing right now?
The black combat boots.
Oh, okay. I think those will be fine. Yeah. Put it.
Why is my
in for the
rifle
jungle
on the
boots.
floor?
I don't know. You
What
threw it
the-
on the ground. I'm trying
Why
to
is
find
there
your. I want your
ammunition
key.
on the floor?
What's your key, silly?
Yeah, you can also
Not
take
your
the
rifle.
ammunition on the floor.
Yeah, your rifle was on the floor, but that was actually after I logged in, after I saw that there had been an inspection.
Huh.
There's also ammunition on the floor for some reason. I don't know why that is. Is that yours?
No.
Oh, I got the key. Thanks. Yeah, it's weird.
I don't leave anything on the floor, man. It's all in my foot lockers, locker, the cupboard.
Yeah. I leave nothing important on the floor. I just have some random shit over here on my thing.
You have a cupboard, don't you?
Yeah. But it doesn't seem to be working right now. Weirdly enough.
I don't think you can get to your cupboard, can you?
That'll do. My civilian clothing is gone.
The what's gone?
My civilian clothing, my jeans and my jacket.
Just disappeared?
Yeah?
Yeah, I had that last season as well, that there were just random stuff would disappear.
Is it in your locker? No. It's weird. Why am I not wearing boots? Where are my boots?
Yeah, see, boots disappeared somehow.
Are you guys using that quick change?
No.
Yeah.
I'd stopped using that quick change because I found it was buggy and stuff would like get sucked out of others people's locker and put on you if it was the same kind of like same, I guess, classification of gear as that you were putting on.
I don't use it at all,
So,
though.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
But it takes so long to put all of your shit away otherwise.
Nope. I mean, do what you want. Just let me know what I experience.
Yeah, I'll just stop using it. It's probably just too buggy to use. Thanks, Sergeant.